Hello, this is Jeff with Production Clicks, and today I want to go over WhatConverts. And so this is our tracking software that we use and love, and what I want to do is just create a little video here, give a little description of all of its functionality, how to use it, and some of its basic features. So inside the account you should have a similar view in which you have the dashboard along the top. You have a leads, reports, and tracking. And for the most part, this video is just going to discuss the leads tab, which is the most often used, and I will go into more detail about that. But this is just a dashboard. I actually don't use this very much for my account or any client's accounts very often. Most of the work is done inside leads. A lot of the setup stuff is done inside tracking. As a matter of fact, you may not even see this one, but setting up a form, contact form, tracking, setting up phone tracking, etc. Reports is great, except we can do most of that in the leads anyways, or through the Google Ads dashboard. So let's dive right in here. As of 2020, beginning of 2020 anyways, WhatConverts rolled out a new look, a new interface for all of this. And what I want to do here is just put together a hopefully short video that will help our clients and others understand how to use it, how to read it, how to understand it. And most of this will be inside the leads. So here we go. This is an account where you can see all the lead information down below. So this is kind of where it all takes place down here. And these are some of the steps that you can do to make sure that you get the most accurate information, get the most out of your WhatConverts account. So first things first, what I like to do is I like to set the date range first of all. So if we scroll up a little bit, you'll see right over here is the date range. And if we click that, we have some preset options here. A very popular one is looking at the performance for the prior month. So you would just go to last month. So you can just click that. You can also set custom date ranges, etc. But this right here will show the prior month. And the second thing I like to do here as I'm saying the date range is I go all the way to the bottom, and this is important, and you click the rows per page. So in some cases this is just one page, but in some cases you might have 2, 3, 4, 5 plus pages of leads, and we want to make sure that we are tracking all those. So I always pick the maximum rows per page, like 250, and that way you know you're looking at all of them and you're not having incomplete data. Okay, so now that you've done that, by and large, for what we do for clients anyways, we're focused on Google Ads, and we want to see Google Ads leads, and we want to track Google Ads performance. So you can click here and go to all accounts, and this has all leads for everything. But if we are tracking performance, what we want to do is click Google Ads right here. Okay, so this tab right here is really important because it will show you all leads associated with the Google Ads. So this is your paid advertising, not organic search, not referrals, not other sources of traffic, but actually Google Ads paid traffic. And so now we have the date range set, and we have Google Ads here set. We've gone to the bottom and included all rows per page. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to personalize our view. So we have all Google Ads leads pulled up, and now we're going to go to choose columns, and we can get some more information here. So one thing for sure you're going to want to do is select certain fields to show all in one view here. Make sure you select time. Time is essentially the time and date, which looks like this. You can click duplicate. Sometimes there are duplicate leads, and I will show you how to filter those out, and spam. All right, you'll want to click quote value and sales value. Those are pretty commonly used, and quotable. You can start to pull up some other information here: email address, phone number, the company's name, Other great information. For privacy purposes, though, I'm going to not select these for this video. All right. So once we have those, which is great, and a lot of times too, I'll click IP address. It's a great way to visually look through and make sure there's not any duplicates there. But once we have all these selected, you can go back and you can take a look. Now, let's say, for example, there is a duplicate here. And for example, this top one may be a duplicate. It's the same campaign, everything. I'd have to go into each of these and see here. Yes, okay, so this is a good example. These top two, one is a duplicate. So how do we fix that? Well, under the duplicate field, you'll just select one of them, the one that has the least amount of information, and you'll just click yes. And that disappears. So that's gone now. So that's great. So you can do that with the duplicate, and let's just say this one was a spam one. We know it was a spam call, even though it was through Google Ads. They're not supposed to have spam on there, but it does happen from time to time. You can click yes, and that will make it disappear as well. So it's a great way to tidy up the leads, making sure you don't have any duplicates in there, making sure you don't have any spam in there, and the WhatConverts handles that nicely. Okay, so next thing too, some of these are pretty obvious, like the contact name, these are the lead names, and then also the type. So if you hover over the icon, it will tell you what type it was. For example, this one was a chat lead. This one was somebody who filled out our contact form, another chat, and then here's a phone call. So this one right here is a text message. So you can see under type, that's important to have selected as well right here, because I'll show you what kind of lead it was. All right. And so another really nice feature is one where it shows the keyword. So if we scroll across here, you can see we have a lot more information. In the case of phone calls, it will show how long the call was, which is a great indicator as to if it was a qualified lead, a very good possibility of turning into a sale. The longer the call is, obviously. But the other field that is very nice and I use quite a bit is the keyword. So you can see here's some branded name keywords, but also some other keywords that are being bid on. And so you can see what's actually converting. What keywords are leading to somebody either filling out your contact form, making a phone call, sending a chat, etc. So this you can have selected as well in this choose columns. It is in here somewhere, I promise. So I'm not going to spend the time looking to find it, but it is in there. Okay, so moving on. Trying to make this as brief as possible, but the other thing that you will want to keep track of is how much there is in the way of quotable leads and sales value. So all of this can be done and tracked inside WhatConverts. It's a really great way of focusing on your Google Ads leads. You can go inside of them. For example, this one, we can take a quick look, and let's say, for example, this is somebody that you sent a quote to for $2,500. You put $2,500 in there and save it, and you can also add a note in here too. You know, needs by end of July, let's just say, and then save it. All right, so now you can close that out, and you can see right here on the top, total quotable value, $2,500. So as you go through all these leads, all the ones that you quoted, you should enter that amount inside by just clicking the lead here and entering those values in quote value. If one becomes a sale, for example, this one became a sale for $1,500, we can just add that, close it out, and you will see that there's now total sales value. So this is not only great software to do the behind the scenes tracking as to how the leads are coming in, whether it's through phone call, contact form, text, chat, etc., and where the leads came from. In our case, we're looking at Google Ads, but it's also like a client management software too, like a CMS, where you can actually add in notes. You can add in how much you're quoting. You can add in how much sales value there is, what your conversion value is right underneath it. And it gives you little snapshots and a little chart, and this will show you which ones actually became leads and which ones became sales, etc. So anyways, I hope that you get the most out of the WhatConverts software. It really is powerful, can be used in a lot of ways. And at the end of the day, we're looking for results. We want performance. We want to track our performance. We want to improve upon our performance. So, and this is one great way of doing it. I will end with one final tip here, which is that if you are using another sales software to track everything, whether that's a Google spreadsheet or it's Salesforce or one of those others, you can export all of your leads. So you can simply just click Export Leads, and you can either export the current view, how you have it set up here, which is these fields, or what I do a lot of times, I just export all of it. And that's going to give you everything. It's going to allow you to save it as like a CSV file that you can open with Microsoft Excel, and then you can do whatever you want with it. You can sort through it, you can color code it, you can add it to whatever software you're using. So anyways, really great software, nice design, nice job, WhatConverts. And yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know.